With your motivational moment for today, I'm Chris Lanning, the daydreaming entrepreneur. Yes, that is actually sunshine. We are finally through Hurricane Florence, and I'm glad to say our area was actually pretty well spared. We had a little bit of wind, but we didn't even get rain until almost days into it coming. And most of that rain was light. We had just a few hours of heavy rain. While there were a few places in my immediate area, which is in central North Carolina in the Triad area, there were a few places that had some flooding and dealt with some stuff, but overall we were pretty well spared. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for places south of here and most certainly places east of here. As you all well know, eastern North Carolina took a big hit. A lot of friends out there that either dealing with damage or have neighbors that are really dealing with severe damage, and it's going to take some time for them to recover. But it got me thinking about all the preparation that we did to get ready for this hurricane. You know, going out and getting the bottled water and laying in food supplies and getting bags to pile up in front of the garage to make sure we could divert water away, getting everything out of the yard, moving everything inside, tying everything down. It was a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a fair amount of money. But was it a waste? There's the temptation to feel like when it's all over, you know, really, I think I went overboard on that, spent too much or whatever. But the reality is, that's not true. Because if we had lost our electric, all those bags of ice that I now have sitting in my freezer down there would have been very well worth it. If the water system had been compromised, those several cases of water I bought would have been very well worth it. If we had had the flooding that was anticipated, putting those bags in front of my garage would have definitely helped. So, as I'm thinking about this and how it relates to our businesses, in our businesses, we often have to make preparations, right? Those can be in the form of having business insurance. Those can be in the form of putting together documentation or employee handbooks. A lot of things that we do that we're thinking, we're never really going to need to know. Why are we putting money into this? Why are we wasting time and resources on this? Because if it doesn't ever have to be used, it was a waste of money. But that's not true, because you actually are getting value from those preparations now. It's not something you have to wait and only get value from when something happens. You get it from now, because what you're getting is peace of mind. You don't think about it, but your subconscious is always working. And as you're consciously working on your business, your subconscious is working on everything that could possibly go wrong. You start feeling this stress. You start feeling this I can't even think of the word. You know what I'm talking about. You just feel something holding you back. You just feel something nagging at you, that there's just something you're not dealing with. There's something you're not addressing. That's because your subconscious is working on all the wild scenarios of things that could happen. But when you take the time to get the business insurance, to lay out the documentation, to dot all the I's and cross all the T's on the contracts, it stinks to go through all that. It stinks to have to spend money on all that. But you're buying peace of mind, because your subconscious will go, wait, you know what? We're cool. Anything happens, we're covered. So just think about it in terms of that. Yeah, preparation can be a pain, but it really does pay benefits now and not just when you need it. With your motivational moment for today, I'm Chris Lanning, the daydreaming entrepreneur. Now let's get to work and start daydreaming.